here we are. Yay. No, welcome. Yay. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys. Well, we just want to welcome you here. My name is Diane Cole, and I'm a senior sales director with Mary Kay from Destin, Florida. And this is
Cindy Hudson, and I am out of Owensboro, Kentucky.
Oh my gosh, this is so good. Well, we are so glad that you're here with us tonight. And we are doing our Hydra Session Happiness. This is our ultimate spa night where we do 3 levels of exfoliation, 3 levels of hydration. We come together, you guys, and what we teach our customers is this is a good thing to do at least once a month. And we as a team, we kind of gotten our skin used to doing it once a week. Okay, so we're going to go through the different products that you have in your packet that you got from your consultant. So I hope you have them all out. You have a pair of scissors right there, 2 wet washcloths, a towel, a mirror, all the things that we need to get started. So we are going to get started. So headbands on or clips. I grabbed a clip for me today. And just to get our hair off our face so that we can get started with everything. So we're going to give you a couple of notes. Now, for those of you streaming in, oh my gosh, we're not going to be able to comment back to your comments, but I can see your comments coming in. And so we're so glad that you're letting us know you're here. Also tell us where you're streaming in from, what city and state you're streaming in from. And then if you are a guest, if you could also tell us who invited you on, and go ahead and put your consultant's name in there as well. So that would just be so great. So I'm going to share my screen, and then Cindy, if you want to start to tell them about
Yes, which things are first. So if you've got little packets, like Diane said, you might want a pair of scissors because sometimes your hands will get a little slippery and you want to be able to cut those packets open. You may be using our Time-Wise Miracle Set, which if you are, your cleanser will be the first thing you want, and it says 4-in-1 cleanser. If you're using our repair set, you're probably using one of these 2. Our Time-Wise Repair Set, your cleanser will be foaming cleanser. So you need to look for that packet, your cleanser packet, and your microdermabrasion refine packet. That will be the first 2 that we're doing.
So good. So you guys, just for being on tonight, one of your pieces of paper that you have has a virtual tally on there. And so you're going to pull those out, and that biocellulose mask is one of the masks that we are giving away today. So at the end of the night, you want to make sure you take a picture, or the end of the session, take a picture of this giveaway, and then put your name on it. See where it says name right there. And then you're going to text it over to your beauty consultant. So it says book, purchase, coffee, join 35 plus 90. And so this is our virtual tally. So just for you, commenting, anytime you comment, give yourself a virtual tally mark. We asked you where you're from and you put it in there. Give yourself a virtual tally mark. Okay. So any questions you have, or any time you answer one of the questions we have, give yourself a virtual raffle ticket. And then at the end of the night, we will have a winner of the biocellulose mask. Okay. So I just wanted to share that with you. Also, with everyone being on, we give away $350 cash for each of the women that, well, not each of the women, but it's a drawing for women coming on, sharing, commenting, trying the product, giving their opinion. You go in one time, okay? You go in, we're going to play name game here tonight, and you get to gift women for a pampering session. So for every 5 women that you do for our fabulous game or everyday heroes game that you nominate to be gifted a pampering session, you go in one time for every 5. You fall in love with something you tried tonight, your consultant gets to spoil you as a VIP customer. And so you go back into this drawing one time for every $50 you spend. And then you guys, you go into 5 times for your follow-up appointment when you share it with a couple of friends. Oh my gosh, then we get to spoil you as a hostess but you go back into this cash drawing 5 more times. Cindy and I are going to share our story with Mary Kay, how we got started, what we love about it today. You go back in 5 times. So really, for being on this webinar right now, you're in at least 6 times, because you're going to hear this, you're going to comment, you're going to join in. And then 10 times, you go in 10 times, you guys, if you decide to join us as a brand ambassador for Mary Kay or an influencer, and you were like, yes, I can do this. I'd like to save money. I'd like to make some money. I'd like to dip my toe in and get started. You go back in this drawing 10 more times, which is incredible. And so this leads me right to introducing myself. So again, I'm Diane Cole. I'm a senior sales director with Mary Kay. This is my amazing husband, Brian. And when we got started in Mary Kay, and I can say when I got started in Mary Kay, but we were newly married, we didn't have kids, and the month I got started, I found out I was pregnant with my son Brendan, and after he was born, a few months later, we found out we were pregnant with Tommy. So this picture here in this upper right hand corner is Tommy as a newborn and Brendan as a 1-year-old. And then 5 years later, we added Miss Corinne to the mix. And there are 3 kids are sitting on top of our first pink Cadillac that we earned in Mary Kay. We have since earned 18 free cars in Mary Kay. And I always want to just share that Mary Kay asked us to share that the top 1% of the Mary Kay sales force earns a career car in Mary Kay. And I feel so blessed to have earned 18 cars in Mary Kay. And then if we fast forward, our oldest son, Brendan, got married in August of 2020 to Libby, and they gave us the title of Nana and Pop-Up, and we're so excited about that. And then this is Tommy and Kelly, and they got married at the end of December of 2022. And then Miss Corinne is in both of these pictures, and she's single and she's living in Chicago. And the business has changed with us, you guys. I've grown up in the company. I went from corporate executive to staying home with the kids with Mary Kay, because I wanted to be a stay-at-home executive, didn't know what that would be like, but I found Mary Kay and was able to do that. So next we have my bestie, Miss Cindy.
Yes. And because Diane had a goal to be this at-home executive, and that she really wanted to build her business, and she really wanted to make this her career, which is it's flexible for all of us to do what we want with this business. Well, then she shared that with me, and it's 30 years ago. She shared that goal with me. And the middle of the screen there is my family. Those boys at the time, all the ones with the beards, they were 7, 4, and 2 when Diane shared this with me. Tommy, the little one that was hanging on her, I think he was 1. And so that's how long we've known each other. Little did I know at the time that she came over to make me feel amazing. My best friend Renee said, you need to have this party for me. I begrudgingly said, okay. And Diane came over and my skin felt amazing. I hadn't really taken care of my skin for 7 years. You know how we do as mamas. And so when I felt the Mary Kay product, I thought, oh my gosh, this is awesome. And so then I started trying to think, how could I get this for myself? And I thought, okay, she shared the opportunity with me. Maybe what I could do is I could start Mary Kay. I could tell my husband, Sid, that's down in the left-hand corner, that I've gotten a new job, and he could stay at home with our 3 amazing little boys, which were amazing. And I was blessed to be home with them. But let's just admit it, I needed a break, okay? And so at night, I could go make a little money. I could have a good time with ladies and share this amazing product, and he could get to know our boys. And so that's what I did. Little did I know that 30 years later, I'd still be here, but I am, and I still love it because like Diane said, it changes with us. Up in the top right-hand corner is Diane and I at Tommy and Kelly's wedding together because we've gotten to do life together. The cars, that was my team's 8th free car. And so my team was there, my friends, my family, my customers. And then Sid got to retire 5 years ago, and we sold our house and got an RV. And I've been doing this Mary Kay from all over the place, all over the United States. And now I'm in a different time in my life, and Mary Kay is still working with me as we move through. The guys have gotten married. Heaven is about to join our family. Addie and Sarah already have, and we've got those 4 amazing grandkids. And it's just been a whirlwind of amazingness. That's all I got.
No, that's so good. That's so good. Okay. So what we're going to do, Cindy's going to start to use her micellar water there. And you guys do not have this as a sample, but what is nice about our micellar water is that it removes all the impurities from our skin. It's kind of like the concept of double cleansing. Okay. And so hotels like that we use micellar water, and we can go ahead and remove the makeup first while you guys are getting your packets ready. And you want to grab that foaming cleanser that Cindy talked about, or the 4-in-1 cleanser. You want to open that up. And you also want to get your microdermabrasion refined. So they're the first 2 steps that you guys are going to do while we get rid of all the icky stuff off our faces. Okay. And then you're going to wash your face, with that. But then, so here's a couple of uses with our micellar water. Oh my gosh, new moms going to the gym from work, leaving the gym to go to work, getting all that off your faces, right? If you're not at a spot where you have water, it's a great use for it. And so then micellar water and our oil-free eye makeup remover is a great duo to be able to get your eye makeup off, but it also conditions your lashes, you guys, so that you can go ahead and put your mascara back on the next day. So those 2 together are an amazing duo, and we always like to share about those 2. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to jump into our first set. So if you have your washcloths there, you're going to go ahead and grab your washcloth, and you're going to wet your face, because obviously this goes on a lot better with wet faces. And usually we're in our bathrooms and stuff like that, which you could be, but we're not. And so we're going to go ahead and wet our faces so that the product goes on a lot easier, right? I'm going to go ahead and grab the 4-in-1 cleanser, and I'm going to grab the microdermabrasion. And Cindy, are you grabbing the...
I actually have the 4-in-1 cleanser also tonight. I kind of use a mix of the products we're going to be showing you. And this evening I use some repair foaming cleanser, and sometimes I use the 4-in-1.
I'll use the foaming. I thought you were grabbing the other one. So awesome. I will do the foaming cleanser. So, and what's nice is in the shower, I have my foaming cleanser, and on my sink, I have my 4-in-1 cleanser. And the only reason that I go back and forth is because I teach skincare for a living, right? And so I always want to be able to, know what each of our products feel like. And so that's what I do. I just kind of go back and forth as well. And so you go ahead and put your cleanser on. And while it's on, I'm going to go ahead and add that microdermabrasion refine right to it. And so for the microdermabrasion refine, I leave that in the shower as well. And I just use it twice a week. Okay. So do make sure you let us know in the comments that which cleanser you are trying tonight, if it's the 4-in-1 cleanser or the foaming cleanser, the Voluform foaming cleanser. And then I just go ahead and mix that refine step right in. It's like aluminum oxide crystals. I'm going to try to change my screen. My hands are all slimy now. And then I'll take this back off. So once you get it on, you're going to use your washcloth and take it back off. But I wanted to switch to the products. And this is the Voluform foaming cleanser. It's for dull, dry skin. Well, here's the deal. You can have dry, normal, combination, or oily skin to use our Time-Wise Repair line. And so this is what I want to say blanket-wise, and we're going to go into our skincare a little bit more. But the Miracle set, I start my college gals on the Miracle set, on up. And then the Voluform set, I can say I have 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds who want the best of.
Okay. I think we have frozen. Oh, one of us froze.
I can hear you.
Okay. One of us froze. Not sure which one.
That's okay. That's okay. We'll just keep going. So, okay. So that's the Voluform cleanser. And then that's the microdermabrasion refine. It's a physical exfoliant that reduces the appearance of fine lines and gently refines the skin texture as it removes surface dead skin cells and build up on pores. Okay. And so I need to go ahead and get this first step off of our skin. And Cindy, are you going to go ahead and do charcoal mask then?
I sure will. I'll go into our next exfoliation step because like we said, we're doing 3 exfoliations tonight. You don't normally do it all on one night, but you can use these exfoliation steps. All 3 that we're going to do tonight, you can use them throughout the week, a couple of times a week on each of them. You just take a day off in between your exfoliation and depending on which one you choose. So we're going to now go to our exfoliation. That's our charcoal mask, kind of more like almost a detox exfoliation. This is great for guys or girls, teenagers, adults. It doesn't really matter. We all love this product. It is heat activated charcoal, bentonite and kaolin clay, mineral rich clay, which is amazing to absorb excess oil. It's really, really good for your skin. The charcoal will absorb out impurities and also bacteria out of your skin. There is peppermint. You might be smelling that right now. So if you've opened up your package, go ahead and open it up and go ahead and start applying it. I'll show you. I'll apply it. I don't have my spatula in here, so I'm just going to use my fingers. But we do have an amazing spatula that you can use for all of our masks, all of our different masks to apply. But you're going to leave it off of your lips, even though I went down there just a little bit, off of your lips and not right up around your eyes. Kind of make a raccoon look to your eye area. And so in here, you'll also smell the peppermint and rosemary. So those kill the bacteria. If anything, you may not even know it's there, guys. And in a little while, we're going to ask you what you're seeing on your face, how your face is feeling. You might see little white spots. That is the bacteria that it's pulling out. And then that peppermint and rosemary will kill that for you, get rid of all of that. And then there's also honeysuckle and honeysuckle and navy bean extract. And those help brighten the skin, make it look more bright, take away the dullness, take away excess oil, and cleans out the pores. It does it all. If you look at our picture, Trisha on the left had just started using her mask. And she got it a little too close to her lips, a little bit too close to her eyes, but she learned what she was doing. But you'll notice in that picture that she has a lot of dark spots coming out. That was the excess oil. But she used it twice a week for 2 months. And lo and behold, if you look at the second picture, I mean, that's just the smoothest, nicest looking charcoal mask you've ever seen because she had gotten her skin in shape and she no longer had that breakthrough oil. Our Uncle Buster on the right, that's a friend of Diane's, actually, their dad. And he's a more mature gentleman and he had those little, really large filled pores. I mean, he needed some pore help. And so one time he put that charcoal mask on his nose. You'll see that excess oil being pulled out. There's a little white dot that was getting some bacteria out. Took that off after about 15 minutes. You leave this on about 15 or 20 minutes normally. We won't do that tonight because we're using so many steps. But then when he took it off, I mean, he looks about 10 years younger just from getting his nose in shape and getting those pores cleaned out. And so the charcoal mask is a fan favorite of all, like I said, all ages, both male and female, and great. It's really okay too. If you're not an oily person, it's not going to pull out the oil that you're not having in excess. It will just clean out the pores and make you have a more refined skin and your pores look better.
So good. I had to find my spatula. Yes.
They're awesome. It's a silicone spatula, cleans right off. We love our spatulas.
We sure do. And then I squirted charcoal mask on me. Oh my goodness. Well, first timers we are. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so while this mask is on our faces doing what it does, all of our appointments we want to share with you, all of our appointments come in 2 to 3 to 5. And so this is how it works, you guys. If this is your first session with us, maybe you have all of the supplements that we have right now. Maybe you only have 1 or 2 of the supplements that we have right now, but you do get another appointment with your beauty consultant. And so it can be on Zoom, it can be on webinar, which is what this is. We have a Fun with Color that we run. We also do, this is called the Hydrate Session Happiness, but we also have Pampering in a Flash, which is skincare and 1 supplement. So you're going to get with your consultant, and on that sheet of paper that you have, you're going to jot down some of these. Fun with color, pampering in a flash, Hydra session happiness. You're going to write down Zoom. We do some Zooms where we're live on camera with everybody, and sometimes people want to know about their eye shape, their face shape, and things like that, and we can handle them, you know, on a Zoom because we can see each other. Or with your schedule, and if you really like that the camera is not on you, you know, you can sign up for the next, you know, webinar. Okay, so you can touch base with your beauty consultant to see what, you know, which you can do, but tell her which ones sound good to you. So that's pretty much it. So if this is your first session, then you'll want to do Fun with Color. You want to do Pampering in a Flash. If you've done Pampering in a Flash, you've done Hydra Session Happiness, then you go to Fun with Color. So we kind of go in order. And so we'd love to have you come on. Okay, we're gonna jump into our skincare then, and this is our miracle set, and we're excited, you guys. It's a 4-in-1 cleanser, antioxidant moisturizer, daytime defender, nighttime recovery, and an eye cream. And gosh, it's anti-aging in a set. And so if we're going to be washing our faces morning and night, we might as well have anti-aging right in there. So it's collagen producing. It comes in 2 formulas, normal to dry and combination oily. And you can reset the pace of your skin's visible age, you know, starting in as little as 2 weeks. Okay. And so fine lines start to fade, wrinkles start to soften, skin's firmness begins to improve. It's absolutely incredible. Then in 4 weeks, the results continue to get better, and your improved skin radiance, skin texture, and overall appearance. And you guys, I'm telling you, the improvement in the appearance of fine lines, and of course the increase in the skin's firmness, all the results are right here on the screen. This will last you 4 to 6 months. It retails for $150. Absolutely incredible place to begin your skincare journey of younger looking skin. We always say we know that we're aging, but we might as well age gracefully, right? And then Cindy, do you want to do the repair?
Yes. And so our repair line is kind of our creme de la creme. This line of skincare not only fights the signs of aging, but repairs the signs of past aging. It's amazing. And so it uses peptides and plant stem cells are in this formula. All of the steps will have that in there. You'll see this before and after picture up on the screen on the left. That is the same person, even though it looks like a mother-daughter, it is not. This lady started taking care of her skin, and we really just started feeling better about herself and started taking care of her whole being. And that's what we really love about Mary Kay. Mary Kay Skincare is what it can do for you as a whole person. The time-wise repair, okay, I already said that. Sorry, powered by that peptide and plant stem cell. Yeah. It comes in 5. There's 5 pieces in the set. So it has the cleanser. It's got an advanced lifting serum. We're going to talk about in a little while a little bit more, but we call it Botox in a bottle, Spanx for the face, whatever you want to call it. It is like I have seen it lift people's faces. Like I've seen it with my eyes, watched it immediately. It's just awesome. Also, it has a day cream with the SPF 50 in it, and a night cream. 30, and a night cream that has an encapsulated retinol in it, which also is amazing to help your body start working on that collagen and to get off those top layers of dead skin. And then it has the renewal eye cream that we'll tell you a little bit more about. This set will also last you 4 to 6 months, except for that advanced lifting serum. It's supposed to be about a month's supply in that product. But if you just use a couple of pumps in the morning and a couple at night, we see about 6 weeks that we can get out of that product. It's $215 for all 5 of those amazing pieces.
Awesome. Awesome, Cindy. And so what we had to do here, you guys, is while the mask is still working on our face and it should be starting to tighten on, and you're gonna start to feel it working and see it working. Hopefully you have like a mirror right close by. But we'd like to tell you a little bit about Mary Kay, the company and the opportunity. And, and what we can say is that when we get started for a number of reasons, but two of the top two would be to save money and make money. And so some women get started to save money, some to make money, some a little bit of both. And that is the majority of women that I know that get started in Mary Kay. And Mary Kay can fit into your life the flexibility, the extra money, working it around your faith, your family, your career. You sprinkle it in and around. And, you know, right now with us being able to do online parties, these webinars, the Zooms, the Facebook parties, it's really helping women get back to the home, be able to take care of their kids in the pockets of time they have, and then introduce women to our products this way online. And so it really, it's been great for timing for that busy woman. And women just are loving it. It really helps you be who you want to be, because it, you know, like, I just think, if when I got started, I, as a business computer science major, didn't know anything about skincare, didn't know anything about makeup. I tried to wear it a few times. And, you know, I don't know, I didn't do so great. And so I needed to be taught. Okay. But, you know, as I sprinkled it into my life, I started to feel so good about me. And I started to really enjoy helping other women feel good about them. Some women looking in that mirror, sometimes they saw, you know, beauty in themselves that they had never seen before. And if I had some small part in that by introducing them to Mary Kay, oh my gosh, like, it just was a win-win. And so the heart of Mary Kay, it was started by a woman for women. And so it's empowering for women, but also we have a Mary Kay Charitable Foundation. And so where we work to eradicate domestic violence, and then do cancer research to get rid of cancers in women as well. And so Cindy, I think it's more than $57 million that we have, you know, donated to the cancer research, and more than, I think, actually, is it even on there? Yeah, more than 27 million to eradicate domestic violence. So we are so proud to be a part of this company and be a part of the difference makers. We were making a difference in our own families' lives, but also in the lives of other women. And so how do you get started? It's $35. It's $35 to get started in Mary Kay right now. That's called an e-start. So that's an electronic start. It gives you access to the website in the sky where you can get your products at cost, so you can look twice as good for half the price. Or if you thought, okay, you know, I'd like to do some in-person parties, then you would add the Pro Start to your e-start. And so that would give you the full-size products, the flip chart, the bag for everything to go in, the mirrors and the trays, if you wanted to do face-to-face. Okay, so you have options right there that are absolutely incredible. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to come on back, and it is time to go ahead and take our masks off. But before we even do that, you can go ahead in the comments and let us know how your skin is doing. And so I have my mirror right here, and I can see the pores in my nose. Do you have any white spots, any white patches? And I don't mean like the light gray. I mean, did you have toxins that got pulled out that you didn't even know were going to be there? And so go ahead and let us know in the comments what you have going. And then you're going to take your washcloth.
It feels so good.
Yes. And we just go ahead and place it on our faces. If your washcloth is wet enough, it'll just wipe it right off. So sometimes if your washcloth's not wet enough, you know what I mean, you just need to go wet it real quick. And so we're going to go ahead and make sure we get it all off. And while we do that, and while you let us know how your skin's feeling, do make sure you get it out of your hairline. It hides in your brows. It hides alongside your nose. And then, Cindy, do you want to tell them the next two products we're going to
look for your eye patches? This may be in a little square package straight from the company, or a lot of times we consultants will make little eye patch packets. So it might be in a little Ziploc baggie, a little cello baggie. So you need that. And then you need the Revealing Radiance Facial Peel, which will be in a little packet that's this color, kind of a smoky pink. Those we're going to use at the same time. We're going to put those on together and let them stay on just a little while. Again, if this was just a normal night at your house, these both could stay on 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes, something like that. But we won't do that long tonight. And so I'm going to have you get that packet. You're going to probably need to open those again with the scissors. And you may only have one eye patch. Sometimes we like to put one eye patch in so you can actually see the difference on how your eyes look underneath when you take that patch off. We often see not only is the puffiness gone, which we'll talk about that in just a second, but also kind of you'll see a lifted look. And I can go ahead and do these if you want me to.
Yep, I'm going to bring it back up. Go ahead.
So the eye patches are shaped a little bit. Oh gosh, these are so slippery. I'm having trouble. It's like getting a fish out of here. They are shaped a little bit. They're shaped a little bit like a comma. They are pink and sparkly and beautiful. You're going to take the little pointed end is going to go towards the nose. The fat side goes over like the crow's feet area. So you may want to put that on first and then wrap that around. If you happen to have two, you just put it on both sides. Otherwise, you'll do one. There are about 28 different seeds, plants, vegetable and fruit extracts in these eye patches. Can you believe they go to that much trouble with this eye patch? I think that is amazing. And you can put those on. You might see that one of our models there in the picture hers are on incorrectly, but it's okay. The more mature lady, they're on incorrectly, but it doesn't matter. They still work. She had a lot of eye puffiness in her eye area. The younger girl on the right, she had more like the dark circles. This does work and helps with both of those. Again, it's kind of like just having a fruit smoothie spa time for your eye area. Again, you can put them on both sides. You could use these many times throughout the week. These are not regulated to twice a week. You could use these eye patches anytime that you might eat a lot of salty food, maybe have some alcoholic beverages that kind of, puffed up the eye area. Maybe you just love how they feel in the morning to wake you up. These eye patches can be used throughout the week, and they are amazing. Now, if you get that on, you're going to open that packet of the Revealing Radiance Facial Peel. And
I just want to say real quick, Sin, too. So my husband's family has puffy, prone eye area. So if Brian doesn't get enough sleep, he has puffy, prone eye area. So he just kind of poofs up. And our daughter, Corinne, it's like the same thing. And so they can go ahead. And what we did to get used to these is we went ahead and put them right next to our coffee pot. And so that in the morning we'd come out, we were going to get a coffee, and they were like, oh, the eye patches, let's go ahead and put those on. And so that's kind of like what we did to kind of get us in the habit. But both of us work remotely. And so, you can see mine sit here right behind me. But guess what? My husband sits right on his desk too. It's not a conversation that we even need to have, because I told him about it once. He saw the difference in his skin and his face. And so now he applies them, and he even travels with them, because you guys, when you fly a lot, that's the kind of thing, you need more moisture in your skin and your face, because it's all recirculated air, like on the planes and stuff like that. So I just wanted to share those couple tidbits while we were putting the Revealing Radiance Facial Peel on. And so now we'll go to that next slide. And so this is Susan, and she has used this product only 8 times to see the difference there in her before and her after. So it's typically twice a week to use it. So she probably did this within 4 weeks, and it's clinically tested to see results within 2 weeks. Your skin looks brighter, your texture significantly improved. And what I can tell you, because this is our third exfoliant, it could be a little spicy, as Miss Kathy would say. So, so if you have some tingling that's gone on, just know that's okay. It's completely normal. It adds a little bit of spiciness to our skin. I also take this product and bring it up on my throat. And so again, it tingles at first because we did the microdermabrasion refine, Then we did the charcoal mask. And now we're doing our third, exfoliants, our third and final exfoliant for this ultimate pampering session. And just on a just to remind you again, we don't do this every day. Okay. This is a once a month treatment that you can do for yourself, or you can work your way up to doing it once a week, to do all these steps that, like once a week, like we do. Okay. And you're welcome to join us each week too, as we do it. So, so did I miss anything with that, Cindy?
Did you say that it was glycolic acid? I didn't remember if you said that.
I didn't. That's a key ingredient, is the glycolic acid. And I was going to say, fine lines, wrinkles look reduced, skin looks even more even, looks more even. And what's nice too is this is a home regimen, so you don't have to have that downtime. Like if you got a peel done at what's it called? Dermatologist office or whatever, or you got a treatment done, you would have to kind of protect your face, you know what I'm saying, for a couple of weeks. And this is safe enough to use twice a week, and you don't have to limit, the exposure out in the environment.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Cindy, do you want to do this one?
Yeah. So now we do want to leave this on for just a little while. Again, normally at home, you'd be leaving this on longer, 15, 20 minutes. We're going to leave it on just for a bit. And what we want to talk to you about a few things while this is on. One is you should have that piece of paper we've been talking about in your packet, or a blank sheet of paper. It might say Everyday Heroes. It might say The Fabulous Game. It might be blank. But what this is where you get to share this pamper time with some of your friends or somebody that is an everyday hero to you. What you're going to do is all we need is their first name. You're going to use your phone. We're going to say that in a minute. You can use your phone. It's not cheating. And you're going to put their first name and their phone number on this piece of paper. You can even tell your consultant, you might write by the name. This is my mom. This is my sister. This is my best friend that I've known since kindergarten. Whatever you want to put to give your consultant a little heads up on who this person is, or why you're actually putting her down as an everyday hero or part of your fabulous game. And then we're not Scary K, we're just Mary K. And so all we'll do is put a little packet together, just like you're getting to use tonight, or that you have coming in the mail that maybe didn't make it yet to you. We're going to send that to her. We're going to call her first, ask her, tell her that you thought of her and that we have this pamper time for her and that we can mail her a packet. That's all that we do. If she says no, thank you, but thank you for thinking of me, we'll say, sure, we just wanted you to know that you're so-and-so's hero. And we'll go from there. It's really no big deal. But for every 5 names and phone numbers you give your consultant, your name's going into that cash drawing another time. Just FYI on that.
Well, and so the cool thing about this, you guys, because we're on here, we're going to give you time to do this at the end of the session. And so that way, we can walk through this, and then you will take a picture of the sheet and get it over to your consultant and things like that. The only rules are that they need to be over 18, really, and everybody else has skin, which is really super happy. And then, of course, we are just kind and polite, and we offer them a pampering session from you. And so we always want to say that. But we want to make sure that you don't forget to text a picture of your sheet over to your beauty consultant so that she has it. Okay. And so I'm going to stop sharing here for a second, and then go.
And something, Diane, that we haven't said in a while, you can offer this to couples. I mean, we've had guys on, we've had guys and girls both on here. So don't forget that, it's okay to, you might have a couple that you want to invite to pamper, and that's totally okay too. I don't know why that came into my mind. Maybe somebody.
Okay. So what we're going to do now is take your washcloth, and we're going to go ahead and remove the peel. You guys, you do want to make sure that you get it off from everywhere that you put it. You can see me doing my neck and my throat. It will remind you when if you miss a spot. So, and you'll just kind of feel like you need to itch. And so I leave my little eye patches on, and I work around it. I didn't mean to move that until I get all the peel off. And then what's nice, even with these eye patches, you guys, you can move them. You can move them around. And so what I always say is I can move them to my parenting line. So if I take it off from here and I just want a little extra something, then I just move it, kind of even buckled, not worth fixing. There we go. You can take it, you can put it above your lip.
And you don't take off the goodness, you just pat the goodness in.
Yes. So you'll have to let us know in the comments. And then, so any of the juiciness underneath your eyes, you just leave that on. You just leave that right in there, you guys, because you want that to just fully soak in. And so I'm going to go ahead and remove my patches right now. And then what we're going to do, as I drop it, what you're going to grab is the step 2 of your microdermabrasion refine is called pore minimizer. And the pore minimizer is going to be your next step that you go ahead and put on. Let's see. Okay, so I don't know what happened. We'll see if Miss Cindy can come back. And then, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the pore minimizer again. And so this is our next step, is that pore minimizer. And so we don't know when we froze, so we're going to just go back through it. And the pore minimizer is step 2 of the microdermabrasion. And so we're going to just go ahead and put that on. It feels absolutely amazing, especially after that Revealing Radiance facial peel. Okay. And so that is our next step with the pore minimizer. You can use this twice a day, every day. It's just the refined step that you use twice a week. Okay. So they come together as microdermabrasion plus. And so I just wanted to go through those two. Now, if you're using the lifting serum, okay, if you're using the Voluform set, the Time-Wise Repair, you're going to go ahead and use that lifting serum right quick and put it on. And if you're using the Miracle set, your next step that you want to grab is your nighttime recovery. Your nighttime recovery. Okay.
And that has these little pearls in it, right, Diane, that are vitamins and antioxidants. And it works with your skin as you sleep, with your body as you sleep, to revive it during the evening. And this was just on Good Morning America.
Yes, which is amazing. Then we're going to go to our antioxidant moisturizer. If you're using the Miracle set, or you're going to go to the night cream, or you're going to go to the night cream for the Time-Wise Repair. And so we both want to just go ahead and add that on there real quick. And we lift upward and out. We go across the forehead. And then I bring it up through my throat, neck and your throat. So just want to make sure you guys are caught up with us. If you could let us know that in the comments, we would so appreciate it. We know we froze there, and then hopefully you guys, everything came back together. So let us know. And now we're going to go to the eye creams. Okay, so what eye cream do you have there, Cindy?
I have the Voluform Eye Renewal Cream, which actually goes with the repair set. We also have an eye cream that goes with the Miracle set. We have a firming eye cream. These are all awesome. But I'm going to use this one right now. And I do still like to put it on my ring finger and tap it on first down here on the cheekbone, up above the eye bone. But then what is so cool, the brow bone, the brow bone, is this ZMAC tip. So the ZMAC tip is zinc, magnesium, aluminum, and copper. And this is made special for this eye cream because those metals all used together take care of puffiness and kind of condition around that eye area even more. If you ever watch a boxing match and you see a boxer get hit in the eye and he goes to the corner, his manager may start rubbing a stone on his eye, and this is what it's made out of, Z-Mac. And so we've got that in our eye cream. So it is awesome.
So each of you should have a little sample of that eye cream. And if you don't, that's okay. Just jot it down as something you'd like to try and let your beauty consultant know. And then what we're going to do now, our final step before we go through how they all come, is our moisture renewing gel mask. And so go ahead, Cindy, and I'll pull it up on the screen.
Yes. And this can be used like a mask where you put it on and take it off, like if you wanted to use it in the daytime. But we say, why the heck would we want to do that? Because it feels so good that we just put it on after a hydrate session, or you can do this any evening and let it just go on over the top of everything that you've used to just let it seal in all the goodness. And it's like a gel, so it doesn't add any more creaminess to your face. It just feels like you just put satin on. It's just awesome. It has these 10 awesome benefits. I keep saying that word because it is awesome. These 10 benefits. It instantly hydrates your skin. It locks in that moisture. It de-stresses the skin, purifies, nourishes, calms, firms, smooths. It also softens the skin. And again, it's another pore minimizer. And so we're just going to sleep in that tonight. And then you'll wash it off in the morning when you wash your face and use the rest of your pieces of your packets to cleanse off and use the day creams.
Awesome. 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 So now what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and give yourself a virtual raffle ticket for sharing your favorite product used tonight. So go ahead in the chat and let us know your favorite product that you tried tonight. Okay. And then there are 3 ways that you can get the products that you fell in love with today, and we're going to go through those. So the first way is booking your next session with your beauty consultant, okay? So when you book your next session, you add some friends with it. I always say you plus 3 equals free. So you plus 3 equals free, okay? And so what are your sessions? So on your piece of paper, have you done Fun with Color yet? Have you done the Pampering in a Flash, which is skincare plus 1 supplement? Would you like to do this session again because you liked the way that all felt? You totally can. We do Zooms once a week during the week, and then we do a color Zoom on the weekends as well. So whether it's the Zoom, whether it's the webinar, we'd love to join you. Maybe you even are interested in a Facebook party, and your beauty consultant can do a Facebook party. You can also check and see if she does in-person parties. So, just write down one of those and you can go through it with her. The second way you can get products to take home with you tonight is join us. Maybe join us. As a beauty consultant in Mary Kay, oh my gosh, you can be a brand ambassador. You're wearing the product. You're already loving the product. You're influencing for the product. Oh my gosh, so simple. Saving money, making money, maybe a little bit of both. Oh my gosh, it's just one surefire way that you could look twice as good for half the price. And again, it's $35 to get started. And then if you want to do in person, you can add that $90 Pro Start on there. And these are our pink sheep. And we have pink sheep on here because if you find yourself thinking like, okay, would I be good at this? Who would I facial? Who would I invite? And you start seeing pink sheep pouncing your dreams. That means you're to go to your beauty consultant and text her and say, okay, I want to get started. I want to get ready. I want to get started. Let me join your team. On your piece of paper, it said join, purchase. Wait, it said book, purchase, coffee, and then join. And so maybe you have some questions for us. Circle coffee on there. We'll do a virtual coffee. We'll answer any questions you have and see if this is a fit for you. So on your sheets of paper, you can jot down those different things, okay? And then the third way to take some products home with you tonight is being a VIP customer and getting started with some of the products from your beauty consultant. And so the way this works is in this upper left-hand corner, there are 3 pink bubbles. So the Princess set is selecting any 4 sets And so like an example would be the Repair Volume set for $215 counts as 4 sets. It says it right there. The Time Wise Miracle set is $116, which is the cleanser, antioxidant moisturizer, day and nighttime treatments, and that counts as 2 sets. When you add the eye cream, it counts as 3 sets. Okay, so you look at those right there. But the Princess set is any 4 sets for $205. So you see, if you got that Volume set for $215, you'd already be saving $10 and get it for $205. But say you were like, okay, well, I want to do the Volume set. I want to add the masking set, which is the charcoal mask, the moisture renewing gel mask, and that spatula. And so that is $64. So that would be 1 set. If it doesn't have it on here, you know, if it doesn't tell you, then it means it's 1 set. So maybe you want to grab that. Maybe you want to grab the I Love This set. And so you go from 4, 5, 6. That's your queen. You add them up, but then you get it for $305, and you can save up to $85. So up to $75 on the Princess, up to $85 on the Queen, up to $95 for the Cadillac. And the Cadillac is selecting any 8 sets. So that could be, oh gosh, the Miracle set with the eye cream, which I highly recommend. And so you get that as 3, and then you grab yourself, oh my gosh, 5 more sets on here. You could get yourself full color. You could get yourself body care. We have the dynamic wrinkle limiter over here, which is the dynamic wrinkles are the ones on the forehead, the crow's feet area, and then what they call the 11s in between the eyes. It's a fabulous, fabulous product. Definitely something to consider. Maybe the boosters. You can pick 2 of the 4 boosters that are listed here. Do you want the hyaluronic acid hydrator? Do you want the brightener? Do you want the line reducer or the resurfacer? So you can select any 2 of those boosters, and then you can jump down to color if you want, or even how about the head to toe toning and lift? That's our toning body lotion for our body from the shoulders down, and then the biocellulose mask, you know, as a hydrating mask. And we were just talking last night how several of my clients use those biocellulose masks while they fly abroad, and just kind of getting that moisture on their skin, giving them that relaxation while they're on the plane so long. So with all of these, you guys, you should have this piece of paper in here. Anybody that enjoys a Princess, a Queen, or a Cadillac set gets to come over here to this travel roll-up bag and enjoy it for 50% off. It's a $40 retail value, and you get it for $20. And so that is really, really a steal. And so with that, what I want to say to you guys, and I'll leave this up on the screen for a minute, your beauty consultant would have sent you an email that has a feedback form in there. And that feedback form is how she gets credit for you being on here today. So it asks what you thought, what your favorite products were, all the questions we kind of been asking on here, but it puts it on the form. What surprised you the most? What surprised you the most? What surprised you? What do I always say? Oh my gosh, I can't even think of it.
Well, what do you want to, like, what would you want to take home basically, right? Which product?
Oh yeah, no, but like even about the Mary Kay opportunity, about
the opportunity
they learned, surprised you, what impressed you. That's what I say. What impressed you the most? Oh my gosh. And so impressed you, surprised you, but in that feedback form, she also asked you your birthday, because we do birthday specials. And so that is really fun too. And so if you could go ahead and fill out that form, but then also take a picture of your Everyday Heroes form or your fabulous game that they're referrals. And that's the highest compliment that you could give your beauty consultant, is referring them to your family members and friends. And then also when you fall in love with some things, she'll get those started for you today. But then go ahead and book that follow-up appointment, because getting that on the books now, and then she can get you your sample packets out in the mail with you, and we can go from there. And so we so appreciate y'all being on here tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to go ahead and stop the share. And hopefully with our, there wasn't too many glitches with the technology, but hopefully we got you all taken care of. So we look forward to seeing you again on our next session. And thanks so much, you guys. Bye-bye.